Oh, there's an old teaching story from our Jewish brothers and sisters. A story about a rabbi whose initiates come to him and said, in the basement there's darkness and we can't get rid of it. And the rabbi, who was a wise rabbi, says, take your brooms down there and sweep it out. Well, they went down, they tried diligently to sweep out the darkness, but they couldn't get rid of the darkness. So they came back up and said, we can't sweep the darkness out. The rabbi pondered for a moment and he said, well, then take sticks down there and beat the darkness out. Just beat it out. So they took the sticks down and they couldn't beat the darkness out. And he said, well, go down and shout it out. So they went down and shouted and shouted and shouted, and the darkness would not leave. And he says, now, and he handed each one of them a candle. He says, go down and light the candle. And of course, the darkness dissolved. So you can't change that there's a difficult time going on, but you can make sure that the light of awareness is on inside you. And the first part of that is noticing what you're noticing. Noticing what you're noticing. So take a moment and just notice that you can notice your big toe, your right big toe, and your left big toe. You can notice when the feeling of your shoes on your feet or the socks on your feet or bare feet. You can notice the feeling of your feet. You can notice your ankles and your calves and your knees and your thighs and your bottom and your belly. You can notice the upper part of your torso. Bring your noticing all the way up your torso, up your back. Move that noticing across your shoulders and down your upper arms and through your elbows and your forearms and into the palms of your hand and all the way to the tippy tip of your 10 fingers. Notice your body. Notice come up the front of your neck and the back of your neck. Notice your chin and your right cheek and your left cheek and the tip of your nose, the center of your forehead and the top of your head and down again. Notice your body. Notice your body. Notice your thoughts. Notice what you're thinking. You may be thinking, this is interesting. Where's she going with this? This is boring. I think I should turn this off. Notice you're having thoughts. You don't get to not have thoughts. So what thoughts are you having? Don't criticize them. Don't judge them. Just notice them. Notice what you're noticing. Notice your thoughts. Notice your emotions. That first wavelength of thought into manifestation, your emotions. Are you feeling bored? Are you feeling interested? Are you anticipating? Are you hopeful? Are you scared to death right now with what's going on? What's going on for you? Just notice your emotions. The skill set of noticing what you're noticing actually means that now you are on the helm of your own ship. You've got your hand on the helm of your own thinking. Because you have a body, but you're more than your body. You can notice your body. Who is it that can notice your body but is actually more than your body? If I lose a hand, I don't say I lost me. I say I lost my hand, a piece of my equipment. Who is the me that has a body? Who is the me that can notice my thoughts but can actually then say yes to a thought and no to a thought? Who can take a thought and just go, oh my God, this could happen in total, take it out into an imaginary, frightening future. I can terrorize myself with thoughts, or I can relax myself with thoughts. I can use thoughts to build a mindset that actually brings me into that sense of openness, where no matter what the friction is, no matter how much intensity there is around me, I can use that to integrate and accelerate. I can notice my thoughts and I can choose my thoughts. I can notice my emotions and move those emotions also. Make them huge or make them much, much less impactful, or focus on thoughts and feelings that actually embrace. You don't get to not have a mindset. You don't get to only have a mindset when you're thinking about it. You're thinking all the time. But you can become more aware of the energy that's moving into and through you, which will chart the direction and the outcome of what this period of time means to you, whether you're reactive or proactive, creative or contractive. All right, big breath here. So notice what you're noticing is the tool today. Notice that you can't change. You can't chase dark. You can't beat dark. You can't shout dark. But you can turn on the light. And that's what we're doing. We recognize that there's a power in us that's breathing us, that we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. There are many different religions that are training grounds for how we relate to that power. But the fact that you are more than your body, and more than the thoughts you think, and more than the emotions you have, every one of us, and amazing spiritual beings wearing earth suits. Same way if we went into space, we'd wear space suits that are conducive for us to live in the environment in which we find ourselves. We're in this land of time and space, the land of light and dark. So really, the opportunity for us is not to try to get the difficult times to go away, but to learn skill sets so that by means of great times and by means of difficult times, all of those times add up to us becoming more of who we are capable of being, giving the gifts, answering the callings, saying yes to the life we would love to live while we're living it, which ultimately is a very short amount of time. Thanks for being here.